Alrighty. Welcome to Chapter 3, Steal the Survey Data. Now, before we go on and continue on with this, a couple things I am going to modify from the data from the AEC-1 data where you have the double turners. We are going to swap off the 4 cell launchers for the 10 cell on both. I know I'm a little bit overburdened because of the weight right here. I'm not that concerned about it. Because if you notice, you have the Mind Alpha. They will suffice perfectly. And the in shortfall, we're just going to adjust for the particular type of engine that the generator, and keeping the boost speed fairly decent. Also, for the core, we are going to swap to... no, you know what? We're going to keep the Basho on. Keeping everything else the way it is. Pulse armor. If you do not have the boost or anything as such, find what best suits you. Keep in mind with the load and the boost speed. So, here's what the briefing has to say, and then we will jump right into it.
Got a job for you, 621. It's a request from one of the Balaam companies.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This job comes from our subsidiary, Dafeng. The operation will take place in the central ice fields, Yalmar Mine. We want you to stage an attack on the Arquebus survey camp located there. After digging into the ice field, Arquebus launched survey drones to gather data. Whatever they found is sure to contain clues as to the whereabouts of the coral convergence. Put simply, your job is to seize the data. We're counting on you, Gun 13.
Got a little bit more respect to the name instead of as high strung as he was. Interesting.
621, are you still hearing things?
Every day.
Tell me if it happens on the job. I'll make adjustments.
But it's what makes the job even more entertaining. Come on. I want to tell you. I'm hearing voices, and I don't want, you know... No, I'm not telling you. Here we go.
Commence mission. Extract the data from
Basically
the
follow the
survey
markers.
drones and get out.
You have 5 in total. And you can choose whichever one you want to start with first. This is not in an order type of mission. I am gonna go starting off to the one to the right, middle, up on the crane platform, and then up on the hill further. Keep in mind this area does have a lot of enemies.
An intruder.
So speed and agility along with
Balaam's money, no doubt. Intercept.
with
621, eliminate obstructions as you see fit, but remember that the data
timing
is your
the shots are going to be kind of essential. Go ahead and boost up here if we're able to. Momentum carries. Dodge out the way. Come up to the objective. And we scan.
commence retrieval, 621.
Observation data extracted from a survey drone contains records of surface level core density at the central ice field. No major change in values compared to readings recorded in the Belius region. Likely to be centers from the fires of Ibis. Inert core readings make up 80% of the total. Analysis underway of the remaining 20%.
Remnants of the fire still drift in Rubicon's atmosphere. Trails of residual coal, like the one we passed through during our journey here.
Take them two out. Pew, 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 pew. Sort of like Sonic when you hear pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
That makes 2.
Let's see what this one says. Sonar's picking up something strange. Whatever it is, you can't miss it. Some kind of massive cave, perhaps? How could there be a cavity underneath this vast sheet of ice? You can kind of see the lining of what looks like to be a tunnel as to what they're talking about.
Very interesting. You can do this.
Bum, 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 bum. Ow. Alright. Anybody else? Oh, hello. Normally I would have taken the vertical lift, but it allowed me to do things my way. You see the staggering of the weapons. That's what made this worthwhile.
Remaining.
Do a quick scan, 360 real quick. And let's see what this says. And you can see the enemies right up there. Most of these installations appear to have been built by the Planetary Closure Administration after the fires of Ibis. They must have been made redundant by the subsequent completion of the closure system. That said, with a bit of elbow grease, we might be able to repurpose these old ruins. And typically, whenever somebody wants something done, they're going to essentially be redundant in the things. Like whenever I'm playing a different game like Satisfactory, I tend to have a redundant line for a lot of stuff, just so that it's a fail-safe thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for our stun to come down, that yellow bar, i.e. the Ian. We're gonna wait for that to come down before accessing this. Our video data of the ocean region has a noticeable gap. Stranger still, this hole in our records remains regardless of how many drones we sent. What's going on here? Some kind of camera interference? It's kind of odd whenever it's done on an offshore survey, and you can just see the distortion.
Who knows what's out there on this vast sheet of ice?
You and the AC, what are you doing here?
Whatever I like.
Looks like their MTs just
And we're just gonna fire that. Quickly destroy that so you do not have to deal with a bunch of additional hostiles on top of big boy here.
Attention,
go.
Gun 13 Raven! Looks like you ruffled some feathers. Taking their drones back to HQ.
Awesome.
I want you to find them and stop them.
One repair kit remaining.
I mean, it's additional, so realistically, he got what he was looking for. But both do a scan, make sure nothing's behind us. Oops. I knocked it down your windy mill. Now there is a way to kind of use this. Goes you scan. You get locked on. But what I recommend is scanning, making sure that he is indeed trying to come closer. If not, just resupply. If you have cannons and sort of like linear type weapons that can do damage from a distance even without being locked on, utilize it.
That must be independent merc. Shut it down before Balaam gets hold of our data.
eliminate them 61.
You away, fire those.
Wait, what's that sound?
Oh, hello.
Laser sweep. Watch out, Raven.
Now, one notable thing
It's identifying as PCA.
that you're gonna see me do, this cliff up here, this will be your best option at a notable defense.
It's not subject guard. Did they send in an enforcement squad?
Fight back.
621, that's an LC. PCA's rank at 5, and a big step up from subject guard MTs.
Be careful, Raven.
2 repair kits remaining.
Because it might be possible that I get destroyed here. That's fine. You know the Sea Spider mech that I created? Or that I have? I will be utilizing that if I was to get destroyed. Just gonna wait it out.
I'm picking up a massive heat signature in the distance. Raven, evasive action.
drop down from the cliff because that is a laser coming directly at you. And again, dodge. And you can just mop up everything down here. Make life just a tad easier. Let's go back to our little perch. Now, how do we deal with this? Oh, look. Drones. Go ahead, hit your scan. Hold the missiles and fire them. As well, yes, these are weak. They will still mess you up. Now, to take down this thing right here, what we can do is we can instantly target the bridge, or we can destroy everything that we see. I'm in favor of taking out all the drones too, because I don't want anything shooting after this thing goes.
Your AC's damaged.
Destroy that, and that's a wrap. Their weak point, it will always be on the top. That is the bridge. Easy peasy.
Looks like the coast is clear. The closure area is SG's jurisdiction. Why send an enforcement squad in a warship? Special mission, maybe? Or was it? Wait. Over there.
Interesting. But why? Why? Come on. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Looks like we got a little too eager, 621.
I can take him. Come on. Anyways, I'm always eager. The ammo and repair costs are always going to be a big factor on this. If you manage to replay this and get S rank or even A, kudos. For me, like I said before, I'm not caring too much about S rank with these guide videos. I just like to showcase how everything's done and how to best go about doing it. Found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and if you want to catch the next video, do so by clicking over at the bottom right. And if you want to take a look at the playlist, take a look at the bottom left. If you want to catch me live during the week, all information is going to be below in the description. I will catch all you later. Peace.